you a rush hour mom? You know, you see your children in the mornings when you're getting ready for school, work, daycare, and then you see each other again in the evenings when everybody's returning from the day. So you're seeing each other on the busiest moments of the day. I used to be a rush hour mom, and I was always wondering, how interesting. Here I have this family, but I don't really have time to spend with them. And I love my job. I used to joke to my 20-something colleagues when we were leaving the office at the end of the day that I was starting my second shift. It's the truth. You work in two jobs when you're working outside the home and at home. My name is Lina, and I am here to talk to you about how to create lasting changes in your health and in your lifestyle habits while you're still juggling everything else you have on your plate. I know how busy you are. Before we move on, results disclaimer. I'm trained in functional medicine, health coaching and Pilates, and everything I share here is based on that information or my own experience when teaching and coaching. This information in the session is not intended to diagnose, treat or cure any disease or illness. Consult your doctor before engaging any of these lifestyle, environmental or dietary modifications. We don't accept any responsibility of negative outcomes that may arise as a result of implementing any of the information we provide. Why are you here? Who's this for? Are you a woman who's juggling everything? The to-do list is endless. And you want a healthier future for yourself. If you're looking for that quick fix or the latest diet, I'm sorry, this place is not for you. How do you make lifestyle changes and stick to them? During this session, I hope to help you understand what health coaching really is. I'll share some key points around functional medicine, and I introduce you to the Align the Body, Align the Mind method. I'm owner of Solina Coaching, and I'm a functional medicine health coach and a Pilates instructor. This was me. It's a cute picture and I'm smiling, but I am exhausted. These two cuties, after taking the picture, they took off and ran through the open door out to the street. I was juggling the demands of a career that I was very passionate about and small twins. I want to say at this point that the demands I was putting on myself were probably 90% coming from me. My job was interesting, had a wonderful team, and a lot of opportunities to grow and move upwards, and that's what I did. I just didn't realize back then that I am a perfectionist. I want to have those two play horses in a one neat row, yet I was operating in an environment that looked more like the messy one. But I wasn't aware of this. Failure was not an option. I kept doing that, but things started to crumble. I had chronic sinus infections. You can see I did all the allergy tests, nothing came back. I tried anything and everything. Look, I had a 100-day streak on my meditation app. I was setting the alarm earlier so I could get up and meditate. But was I really working on my health? Was I feeling better? No. I was hanging by the thread. And I did that until the last drop came. Somebody in my family got ill. I blamed myself. It wasn't my fault. But that started the downward journey. All of a sudden, I knew I had to quit my job. I couldn't explain it. The only way I could think out of it was to stop. I left the job that I really loved. And I questioned myself many times during this process. It was only when I stopped, I realized how tired I was. There were days when I had to take 2 naps. And I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to do this. But I'm here to tell you that you don't need to let it go to these extreme measures. If I had had a coach back in the day, I think I would not have had to make such drastic changes. A coach would have been able to see opportunities where I, in my stressed out, almost burned out state, could just see obstacles. And yes, it worked for me, but you don't have to hit that rock bottom. A coach can guide you and help you see options where you perhaps didn't think that they were there. I trained as a Pilates instructor. The next years I spent teaching Pilates and studying more. That's when I learned about functional medicine. Here's a fancy picture from the Institute of Functional Medicine. What is functional medicine? You can think of it as root cause medicine. So the questions we ask is, what happened down the line? When was the last time you felt good? And what happened after that? For the health coaching, we really focus on the lifestyle factors: sleep and relaxation, exercise and movement, nutrition. What about stress? How are your relationships? It's a whole picture. It's just not one thing. The wellness wheel. When was the last time somebody asked you, what do you do for fun? What about your personal growth? What are your wishes for your career? Especially close to my heart is the center of the matrix called the mental, emotional, and spiritual. I have discovered time and time again that when your resistance towards change keeps coming back, or you start but you can't follow through, or you start but you plateau, the answers very often lie here in the center of the matrix. That's how my method, Align Your Body, Align Your Mind, Functional Health and Movement, was created. What you can expect: restorative movement. If you've had a long break or you're recovering, this is movement you can ease into. It's restorative. Community, the power of community. When you gather with like-minded women and share, you're so much stronger. We look at nutrition, we keep it simple. Instead of depriving yourself, what can you add? Mindfulness, we look at breath work. The focus is on the practical. In a coaching relationship, you're in charge. You will have the wisdom to know what are the habits you want to work on. Together with the coach, you make very specific and clear goals, and the coach helps you go after them. Health coaching is fairly new. There is research coming out. A group of health coaches, their clients did elimination diet, which is a 3-week diet, practical way to find out what you react to. They determined that clients were more successful when they were guided by a health coach. The groups, we keep them small, so there's only 10 spots available this month. If my story has resonated with you, and you're willing to dig deep, go below the surface, this is for you. Your next step would be to apply for a one-on-one session to see if this program is the right fit for you. You can do that by completing the application below here now. I really look forward to meeting you